What's up, YouTube? Bomb Diggity here, and today we got another market watch coming at you guys. We haven't done one of these in a while, so I thought we'd go ahead and take a look at the market and see if anything has changed after the European National Championships that went down this past weekend. With NA Nats coming up this weekend, has the market changed at all? Has any results from Europe made any changes overnight for the market? So let's go ahead and take a look. Again, most of the cards we're going to be looking at today are going to be the alternate art versions. The regular versions are readily cheap and available for you to purchase for your decks. And don't worry, if there's any normal cards that are driving up a high price, we'll let you guys know. Just so you know your options available. So let's get right into it. So first of all, we got nothing really changing up here in the upper echelon of OPO5. The first thing, of course, Sakazuki dominated European Nats. The top 4 decks were all Sakazuki. And going into US Nats, a lot of people are hyped on Sakazuki and probably want to pick up the leader. And that is probably why the price has started to go up, as well as people are saying he still could be very good in OPO6 format. So Sakazuki seems like he's here to stay unless he gets emergency banned or something after Nats, which people saying might happen. Everyone's thinking it's probably not going to happen, but that is why Sakazuki is holding a little bit of a higher price. I feel like the same is with Purple Luffy. People are hyped up Purple Luffy. It's a Luffy character, of course, fan favorite character. And I know Purple Luffy is a hype deck going into Nats. People say one of the big 3, so people probably want to pick up this leader as well, also just for collection purposes. Next, we can see some falls. Gear 5 has dropped down to around like $70. Bello and Rosinante and Sabo all still sitting around what they were. This Bello has dropped like $4 to $5. Lucci and Rebecca are still holding their high price again. 2 prominent cards featured in Sakazuki and many black decks going forward. Again, with the new support that was announced for black, you can just do even more recursion and bringing them out of the trash onto the field, especially like Lucci with the new Spandine and all that. And Rebecca is a good prominent combo piece as well. People are calling for Rebecca to get banned because she thinks she's too powerful, but a lot of people don't think anything's going to happen, so we'll have to just keep our eyes on those and see what happens. But again, we just go take a look right down over here. We can see that the regular versions, Lucci's gone up like $1. Rebecca's still sitting around that $6 to $7 mark, but still way cheaper than the $60 or $70 alternate art version for your decks. All these other alt arts down here still, the Revolutionary Army hype and all that is all still the same. It doesn't look like much has really happened with that. And I think Sabo maybe has gone up a couple, like 10 cents or so. So we're still keeping our eyes on that as well. Next off, let's go take a look here at OPO4. The biggest, I clicked on OPO5 again. Let's go take a look at OPO4. The biggest takeaway here is Law SP, because as we will see with the OPO1, when we start looking at that, Blocker Law has gone up. The green hype has really started, really been starting to show in the market after Nats, and it looks like the green Blocker Law is going up. People are getting hyped on Law again. And as people are saying, the 5-cost blocker has claimed another $30 victim, as we'll see when we look at OPO1. But the Law SP has gone up because of that. Boa, Rebecca, VV, all these guys down here are all sitting pretty much the same. Nothing too crazy has happened with those prices right there. And again, we just come down here. Shirahoshi just did get announced for a reprint in the premium collection, so her price might drop. We'll have to wait and see. But Sanji, Sabo, Yamato, all these guys down here were all looking relatively the same. Nothing really looked that crazy. Again, people are still pretty hyped on Dofi, with green being so relevant in the coming formats. That would be a card to keep your eyes on. Let's go take a look at OPO3 here. OPO3, we got Soga King still sitting around that $800 mark. Katakuri as well. And Nami, there was actually a Nami that got top 8, I believe, at the European Nationals. And so that's why people A couple of people decided to pull the trigger on Nami yesterday after that. But she still looks like she's holding that $240 price as well. First alternate win condition, and fan favorite Nami as well. Ace is still holding his high price as well as Arlong and Lucci. Katakuri, of course, the secret rare we were talking about, still up at the $80 mark, which we'll see is that going to become the new common price for secrets as we start looking at the new, as we also look at, or playable secrets, I should say, as we start looking at OPO1. The wanted posters, kids still, everyone hyped on green again. People are probably picking up their kids, as well as, I think that was it from this set, unless there was something else. Oh, again, of course, we just talked about this in the last video, but the whole CP9 stuff with the new Lucci leader and all that. So these guys have all like kind of evened out at all $25 a piece for an alt. I know some people are happy about this because they've bought a bunch of these and or not bought, but pulled a bunch of these when they're opening OPO3 and then they can sell off their extras. I know some people were talking about that. As well, Charlotte Cracker still holding the $15 mark. And I think that's really it. Yeah, Marco, Perospero, another stuff down here. All the normal stuff. There hasn't been any really crazy price increases with this stuff here. Now let's go take a look at Paramount War. Let's go get this here. Paramount War, our daily check-in on these box prices. We're still looking at, one did sell for 400, 2 days ago, but no one's really been buying Paramount War. Yesterday, I guess one box sold, but other than that, it looks like the sales have been really hit or miss with this. If people are actually buying it right now, seems like the Paramount War hype has kind of died down. Seems like everything's kind of started to die down a little bit. Newgate's still sitting at 170. Rush Ace is around 85 now. Dropped down from like that $100 mark. It was kind of holding for a little bit. Of course, you still got Kuzan and Borsellino, prominent figures in Sakazuki. Everyone that wants to bling out their deck is buying those because they don't want to buy the championship versions because those are really expensive. So the alt's still sitting at like around $100 a piece. All the leaders again still holding their high price. Nami has fallen off a little bit. Borsellino, of course, is still sitting at the $47 mark. Like prominent in Sakazuki again, will still be relevant next format. So I don't see Borsellino's price going anywhere unless they announce a reprint, which there's been no information on that. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. And of course, with the UTA, if you guys haven't signed up for your UTA events, make sure you check the Bandai TCG Plus event to see if your stores are holding the UTA Starter Deck event. I know a lot of registration is probably already filled, but you never know. There might be a chance you can get into one of your stores. Check around. But that is probably why this film Nami, the normal, has actually gone up. It's gone up to almost $20 now. And people are solidly paying this price for it. I know we've been talking about and looking at this card for a while. We saw it still sitting around like 15, dipped down to like 12, 11, and now it's back up to 20. With people getting hyped for the green and the film package. Nami's a staple because she is about to get her premium collection reprint though, but I'm sure that's gonna be more expensive because there's an alternate art version, and we could probably take a look at that if they have it on here. But keep that in mind for Nami right there. As well as, what else do we want to look at in this set? Newgate's still holding Uta. All this stuff. Odin is slowly going up now. $4 for Odin. Again, it's just green hype. And yeah, I think that's really about it for this set. These guys still looks like they're going down from like their $3 price tag they were at. And Suru's still holding $2 again, good in Sakazuki. So now we go to Romance Dawn. And this is where another big price jump was today that I saw. The leaders, nothing really crazy going on with the leaders. They've all been still expensive, still sitting. But Blocker Law back up to 110. Blocker Boa 150. Kid 70. But Yamato starting to go up, guys. She was at like, in the 50s last week? Yeah, 57, 55. But now she's starting to creep up. That green hype with Odin is starting to creep up to $62 today, I saw, for lowest listed. And and people are buying it. People are buying it at 65. So we'll have to wait and see how high this card will go. Of course, we'll have to see it. Will it rival Katakuri? Will it be the second secret rare to hit $80? Will green be that good or that popular that it shoots up to that amount? But we'll just have to keep our eyes here on Yamato. That was another major card we want to talk about from OPO1, as well as, where's he at? Right here. There we go. Blocker law, guys. That's what people are saying. 5-drop blockers have now claimed another victim of around $30. I mean, you got one listed here for 26, but after that it's 30 and it only goes up. So we'll have to wait and see what his price settles at. Supernovas, people are getting hyped again. Green, and we'll have to see. We'll have to see how high he goes. People are buying around 30, 32, 27. So it'll probably fluctuate. If you can catch it on a good deal, a little under 30, we'll have to see. But that was another card a lot of people were talking about, was that blocker law. As well as we already saw Kid still sitting here around 20. We'll have to keep monitoring to see if he goes up or down. I still need to buy 2 more of him. So I'll probably be doing that. And another card people are talking about that could potentially go up is this Boa, blocker Boa. There was the new Boa revealed, the leader. So people are thinking this card might become relevant. People are still unsure. So, well, it's been sitting at this price for like a week and a half now. So we'll have to just wait and see what happens with blocker Boa. As well as with the new red cards and stuff, you got Otama, and of course this Luffy. People have pointed out in the comment section that this Luffy has probably been going up because of the new Dragon leader. Can use this effect because Dragon can give 2 Dawn to a card, and you can just give 2 Dawn to this Luffy. And with this Luffy's ability itself, you can give 2 Dawn to itself as well. So that is what people are talking about, playing that Luffy in the new Dragon, with the new Dragon leader. Some other cards, of course, down here, you got to look at your Crocodile, your Izo, your Momo, Drake, all these, the green stuff, still going up. Green High Punk Gibson, up to a $3 card. Looks like Killer and Dendro haven't really done anything, but neither's Miss Sunday. But Sanji, too, as well. People have been talking about. So just keep your eyes on those. We'll have to see where they go. Now, let's see. We wanted to look at the Premium collection. This one right here. This is going to have the new Film Nami alt art. And it's going to come out, in April? It's going to come out. So people finally start in a Suru reprint. That's pretty cool. I should have picked one of these up. Did not do that. Definitely won't be making that mistake in the future. Remember, a new premium collection is supposed to drop on the 27th. Pre-orders are supposed to open, so make sure you look out for that. If you want to get your hands on those, you can get them from the Premium Bandai website at the retail cost, so you don't have to pay extra after it comes out if you want to pick up some of the premium collections for yourself. As well as, what else do we want to look at here? Oh, this is what I'm talking about. See the championship Kuzan and Borsellino, crazy expensive. That's why people are just buying the alt arts. We can go ahead and look at the starter decks. Let's see if the Absolute Justice has done any movement. It looks like the Hina and Great Eruption have dropped a little bit. Not at that like $20 price tag, more like the $17 to $15 price. So that looks good for them, that they are starting to come down. Let's go take a look at Queen. Let's see if Queen has done any movement. She's not. She's still sitting here at like $65. Or not 65. Sitting at 35 to 36. Look, it's still like $40 for Queen. And Kaido's still up there as well. And I think that's really it. We can look at the Big Mom. The Big Mom structure deck. Did Brule and did Brule move at all? No. Brule went down from like 8 to 10 to like $7. That's pretty good. As well as Linlin still sitting around like that $16 mark. And Katakuri still sitting down at 63. Well, what's surprising is that the meta was really dominated by Sakazuki at EU Nats. There wasn't a lot of... There still was a lot of yellow, but definitely not as much as people probably thought made it into the upper echelons. But we'll just have to wait and see what US and Nats unfolds, because I feel like a lot of people are hyped on Sakazuki and yellow. Again, I'm going to try and get as many videos out as I can pre-recorded, because I will be traveling to LA on Wednesday. I am going to be playing in Nats. I think we're going to be running with Purple Luffy. It's the deck I feel most comfortable on. I've been practicing the most. So I think we're going to run it with Purple Luffy. And I'm going to hopefully do a lot of recording and stuff and piece together a video for you guys on how that whole experience is and all that. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, leave a like, really helps me out. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. We are almost halfway there. I appreciate every single one of you guys who supports the channel. And yeah, until next time, YouTube, we'll see you later.